Everyone thought the scars on her arms were proof of weakness, until the general saw them and forgot how to breathe. He'd seen those same marks once before, on soldiers who never made it home. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. They called her Scar Girl, behind her back. The new cadet, small, quiet, and stubbornly private. Her name was Ava Kincaid. She never flinched when they whispered or laughed. But her eyes carried something older than any of them understood. The other cadets noticed the scars running down her forearms during combat drills, faded burns and deep surgical lines. They joked that maybe she fell into a campfire or messed with the wrong stove. She never corrected them. She just kept her focus, her movements sharper, faster, and eerily precise for someone her age. One afternoon, during a brutal endurance test, the teasing turned cruel. Cadet Walker, the loudest of them all, grabbed Ava's sleeve and yanked it up, exposing the full pattern of burns. "What happened, Kincaid? You lose a fight with your hair straightener?" The group laughed. Ava said nothing. She just stared at him, her face unreadable. But her hands, they were trembling. "Let it go," another cadet muttered, sensing the tension shift. But Walker pushed again, smirking. "Or maybe you got those running from a fire you started." That's when Ava stepped closer. Too close. "You think pain makes someone weak?" she said softly. "Then you've never been on the wrong side of a rescue line." Walker froze. Something about her tone felt wrong, heavy, like she wasn't talking about theory or drills anymore. The instructor's whistle cut through the air, and everyone snapped to attention. Across the field, a black SUV rolled to a stop. Out stepped General Marcus Hale, a legend among soldiers. He was visiting to observe the cadet evaluations. The air changed instantly. Even the wind seemed to pause. The instructor barked orders, lining the cadets up. Ava stood at the end of the row, her sleeves hastily rolled down. But Hale's gaze found her anyway. He stopped mid-step, his eyes narrowed, then widened. Those scars. He'd seen them before, in a classified report, years ago. A secret rescue mission in the Middle East. A convoy ambushed. A young civilian medic who refused to leave the burning vehicles, pulling out soldiers one by one. The medic was presumed dead after the explosion. Her name was Ava Kincaid. But that couldn't be. That mission was sealed. Everyone involved had been lost. Hale walked forward, silent, the field stilling around him. The cadets looked on, confused. When he finally stopped before Ava, the air was thick enough to choke on. "Cadet," he said, voice low but sharp, "where did you get those scars?" Ava met his eyes. "Sir, they're from service I wasn't supposed to survive." Whispers rippled down the line. The general's jaw clenched. "You were the medic from Black Rock Convoy, weren't you?" Walker blinked. "Wait, that story's real?" Hale ignored him. He looked at Ava like a ghost had come back to life. "You saved 6 soldiers from a burning transport. You were 16. Ava nodded slowly. "And I watched 7 others die, because I couldn't reach them." Her voice cracked on the last word. The field went silent. Even the mocking ones lowered their heads. Hale took a step back, eyes glistening with disbelief. "Cadet Kincaid," he said, his voice trembling now, "you don't need to prove anything here. You already did more than most of us ever will." Ava stood taller. "With respect, sir," she said. Steady again. "I'm not here because I survived. I'm here because I still have more to give." And in that moment, every cadet watching her felt their shame burn hotter than the midday sun. Later that night, the camp was quiet. Walker found her sitting by the training field, tying her boots. He hesitated, then muttered, "I was out of line today." Ava didn't look up. "You were just curious," she said softly. "Pain looks strange, until you've met your own." He nodded, speechless. Because courage isn't born from strength. It's forged in scars that never fade. And sometimes, the marks others mock are the ones that saved their lives. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts below. Your words keep stories like these alive.